Hey guys, welcome to Jaywalk Media. This is Matt Miller, and watch what happens when Trump invites this girl on stage who he says actually saved his life. This is really a chilling Trump rally moment for the history books for sure. But before we jump into it, I want to ask you guys to please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you get notified when we post new content. Thank you guys for your support. Let's jump into the video.
Chart. I'm going to sleep with that chart for the rest of my life. That chart. You know, the amazing thing, you know, the people that operate the computers and all the brilliant equipment we have backstage, she said to me, she's great. She should come out. Just tell her to come out here for a second. Quick. You got to get her out. She's never done this before. She saved my life, in a sense. I said, you saved my life. Here she is. Wow.
Hi.
No, she's a computer genius. She saved my life. No. So, you know, the story is, but that chart, I only used it probably less than 20% of the time. So in other words, we do the rallies and stuff. Sometimes I'll pull it down, sometimes I won't, because I do things a little bit at random while I'm up here. Hello, look at a big fella back there. But I do things a little bit at random. But two things about the chart. It's always on my left, which means I'm gone. It's always on my left. If it was on my left, I have Mr. Governor, Mr. Future Governor. I have no chance because it would have been perfect hit.
So obviously this girl was kind of nervous and didn't really want to get up in front of all those people. But it was great to see Trump show some appreciation for what this girl does. And in case you guys didn't quite get it from Trump's explanation, this girl runs, manages, and produces the charts that are used as visual aids during Trump rallies. And Trump says that he was turning his head to look at one of these charts, to reference it, right before he got shot at, and the bullet, grazed his ear, hit his ear. And if he didn't have the chart to look at, his head would have remained static, and the bullet most likely would have gone right through his head. So that's why he's saying that this girl, what she does and what, her role saved his life. It's incredible to see. I mean, I think of it as a miracle. Some people might think of it as a very lucky coincidence, but either way, I think, most Americans, I think, are glad that Trump is still here. I hope that people on the other side, even if they're not Trump supporters, most of them, I think, don't want Trump to get shot and killed. And they don't condone political violence. Some people do, unfortunately. We did a Jaywalk Journalism Man on the Street video where we went around Soho in New York City and asked people what they thought of the Trump shooting, just what their reaction was to it. And a surprising amount of people actually did say something very nasty like, I wish he didn't miss, or next time don't miss, or if you're going to do it right, one lady told me, which I thought was very disgusting, just a very disgusting comment I was very surprised at. But thankfully, a lot of people who were clearly Democrats and not Trump supporters did say something a lot more wholesome and agreeable, which was, there's no place for political violence, and even if they disagree with Trump, he doesn't deserve to get killed. It's hard to say, though, that the 8 years of very divisive political rhetoric coming from the left, trying to paint Trump and his supporters as fascist and Hitler, didn't have a major part to play in this political violence. And I blame the media for that. I blame the DNC leaders that write these talking points and feed it to their minions over at CNN and MSNBC. And we know that that's what they do. They're the mouthpiece for the Uniparty, and they're the mouthpiece for the establishment Democrat progressive agenda. And they're the ones who created this narrative. And basically, they turned very simple things like, oh, Trump wants to control the border. Why don't we say that that means he hates Latinos, and we'll call him a xenophobic fascist? And then they keep saying it over and over and over again, and a certain amount of people believe it. And then one crazy lunatic nut job actually took action and tried to kill him. In my opinion, the left takes the cake when it comes to divisive, aggressive political rhetoric and labeling that creates an environment where people will want to take action against an extreme threat to democracy. While I do maintain that the shooter is the one at fault here, they're the one that bears the responsibility for taking action. They have free will, and I don't want to try to outlaw speech to deal with the shooter's own choice. But I will say that in terms of adding fuel to the fire and creating a hostile environment where Trump supporters can't even say who they're voting for. They can't even wear a MAGA hat in public because they'll get threatened and attacked by people. So the people who are creating that sort of environment need to be ashamed of themselves, and they need to realize that they should chill out, take a step back, and return to honest political dialogue. Just admit it. Trump's a Republican. You disagree with him. You don't like him. Maybe you don't like his tweets. You don't like how he says things. But he's not a fascist. He's not like Hitler in any way. He's not a threat to democracy. All of that stuff just needs to end. That needs to stop. So anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this video in the comments. Thank you for watching and supporting the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you like our content. Ring the notification bell so you get notified when we post new videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.